So tell me, does it really exist? If no one knows if it exists. Even if you found something that referenced it, you wouldn't understand it. Matter of fact, whatever thing you use to reference it will be structurally insufficient for you to understand. Does the government exist? The answer is yes. And that's the worst answer, because it exists and they have like nukes. We have nukes and guns and prisons and all sorts of evil things, and no one knows it exists. But I like to say, because I think it just sounds better. It just sounds better. It sounds doper with what I'm about to throw on the table right now. What I want you to catch. What I'm going to throw, and you better catch. There is no government. All of these humans are blind to the density of the systems and relationships that control their lives. Motherfucker, there is uranium leaking like a couple of miles from here. Leaking into the water and shit. I don't know if they've like cleaned, if the Superfund got, I don't think it's got cleaned yet, right? We don't know. We don't know. We don't care. We are blind. There is no government. There is just a bunch of fucking complaining. Until we have a map. Until we have a map of all of these dimensions, institutions, inter-institutions, inner-outer variables, right? All of these dimensions of society in an easily accessible, single map location. That all, right, you don't got to be an expert, right? But you know the changes going on. This part of this thing changed in like the government, right? Obviously, there's going to be like, well, you can't know everything. Like, you know, let's start with like public stuff, like the government. Let's start with the government, right? Until you can like, oh, the law changed to this from this time. This person did this, leader did this. Until you have like a mental map of it, right? You don't got to be an expert, but a mental map where you understand the motion of your society. You understand like how it actually, what the fuck they're actually doing. So until we have that tool, there is no government. There is no government. There are a bunch of slaves is what there is. There are a bunch of motherfucking slaves. That's what we all are. That is what we all are. A bunch of complaining, bitching ass slaves. We need a society interface. Every human in this society should be able to understand the rhythmic, the social material changes of their society. All of these relationships should be accessible. The thing is, all of this is already, it's already exists. By law, right? Because people already knew that this had to be the case. For a government to be free, that we already knew this had to be the case, right? So they already legally, it's already there, right? You can search up a business's information, how much they make, all of this information is already there, right? No one is paying attention because you don't know what you don't know. And once you do know, right? You're like, who the fuck is reading this? Even if you did want to read it, you wouldn't understand it, right? Until we can put all of this information together in a way that with just a glance, right? With just a glance, the way the UI overlays data and relationships, right, is so intuitive to our mental faculties, right? That with just a look of it, you know the 300,000 tiny little legal changes and all the different aspects of your system. You might not know like exactly, but you're like, okay, well, okay. And that's, right? That's what the fuck we need. You understand? Until we have a mental map, the way you have a mental map of your house, you can close your eyes and you're like, well, I can still turn off any button and shit. Until we have that for our society, there is no government. There is no free government. We must cure these people of their density blindness. That is the greatest thing, right? Journalists have to do both, right? They have to explain the system, the structure of the system, and then give you their opinion on it. That's too much work. They suck. They're fucking awful, right? They're literally, they're fucking a sock puppet for whoever pays them. That's a whole nother problem that, you know how I feel about that. That's a whole nother thing we're gonna figure out. But they can't do both. And the fact that they gotta do both is why they be using you and your children, to kill other people, all sorts of shit. Why there's radiation and very close to a fucking metropolitan center, motherfucker. That's why. We gotta take that weight off their shoulder, right? Shoulder. Fuck it, whatever, son. Because the state of a structure of a system is not an opinion, right? You can have an opinion on it, right? But like the interfunctional structures of it, like what happened X to Y, right? More or less, right, is like just a state change. It's not an opinion. It's just like, okay, this was the law, this is how it changed. This is how it's related to like all the institutions. These are the people that run the certain programs in the institute. Like, you understand, right? That's not an opinion. You can have an opinion about it, but that's just what they're doing, right? We don't have that part. We don't have that part. There is no government. There is no government. For the last 100,000 years of there has never been a government, but we are very close. We are very close. We have the tools to free ourselves from these charlatans. Only you know how you properly feel about something once you actually see how it works in the context of reality. And then sure, you can have whatever stupid fucking opinion you want to have. Fine, right? But I want my stupid fucking opinions next to the structural reality, okay? So I can be like, I'm not going to follow this dumbass. Sure, say whatever. I'm not following your dumb. There's uranium over there. I am going to fucking fix that or whatever. I don't fucking know, okay? I'm not going to get personal, because it's not personal, right? We do not have this tool. There is no government. You must join me. I need help. This idea must spread. You must recognize the position we are as a species and where we need to go to free ourselves. Motherfucker, unlike before, when people were like, it's the end of the world, right? Now we have fucking machines taking pictures of it, okay? It fucking sucks, okay? We need to free these people. Because I truly believe that if they can see unfiltered the baseline structure, right? In context, I believe the medium person will do the right thing for all of his people. I truly believe that. With all of we would not be here if that was not the case. Let us put this fucking Let us put that idea to the test. I need stronger men, women, and everything in between to join me. We must give this society a society interface, especially this society, because this society has all the cards. We must liberate all the minds of every single one of these individuals. We must give him a map. Let us create the world's first free government. We will make the first government, a real government, not this fucking bullshit where no one knows what the fuck is going on and they are lying to themselves. I am tired of lying to myself. Join me.